Bridie and Janine both have their own reasons for supporting the fight against cancer. And in the first of 5 special reports this week, this is their story. Janine was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma 20 years ago and was told at the time she'd never have children.
Yeah, they actually said, we do have to make you aware because just of the sheer amount of chemotherapy and radio that you've had, unfortunately, the likelihood is you'll be infertile. So that was quite hard to hear. By that time, I must have been about maybe coming up to 24 by then, because it was quite a long process by the time I got through the chemo and everything. But I've got 2 gorgeous girls, and I fell pregnant quite quickly after the treatment. It hadn't been long, maybe about a year at the most, and I fell pregnant with my first daughter, who's now 18 and in the army. She's in the Royal Engineers, so that's a nice little story. And then 10 years later, I had my second daughter, who's 8 now, and they're both fine and healthy and gorgeous, yeah.
But 20 years later, the cancer had returned.
I found a lump, and then I went to the hospital, to the RVI 2 weeks later for my appointment, spoke to the consultant, and he came in and gave me the bad news, and it was very nasty, as he put it, aggressive. I think it was a grade 4, and he then said, what you've got there is very nasty, it's very serious, but we are going to get it for you, we're going to get it for you, and you will be fine.
And Janine was. She had a mastectomy and a course of chemotherapy, and she's now supporting Know Your Melons, a breast cancer awareness campaign started by Bridie Lincoln, after she didn't have any pumpkins to carve on Halloween, so she used melons instead.
It started about 5 years ago. I started fundraising for Cancer Research UK in memory of my dad, because he lost his battle with cancer about 20 years ago. And it's not a new thing to compare breasts to melons. It's kind of a bit of a long-standing joke. And I kind of put the idea together, like know your melons, know your breasts, and carve melons at Halloween, just to show that you're supporting breast awareness.
And off the back of successful social media campaigns like the Ice Bucket Challenge and the No Makeup Selfie, Bridie wants the Know Your Melons campaign to be the next big thing.
The whole campaign started here in Newcastle, so it would be really great if our fellow Tynesiders got behind us and carved melons and put it on their Facebook and nominated their friends, because it really could save somebody's life.
And Bridie and the Know Your Melons team will be selling Unity bands for World Cancer Day late this week. And the message is clear from both Bridie and Janine. Know Your Melons. Nathan Lee for Tyne Wear.